So, hello and good morning, Rick Robinson. We're here at Level 39 to talk about smart cities because, Rick, you are a smart cities architect, is that right?
Yes, I work in IBM's Smarter Cities programme. I've spent the last 4 or 5 years working with cities in the UK and around the world to exploit the latest developments in technology.
The first question I'd like to ask you is an introduction to the subject. What is a smart city and why are they important?
So I think about that question from 2 perspectives. One is that by 2050, the UN predicts there'll be about 2 to 3 billion more people on the planet, and almost all of them will live in megacities with populations between 1 and 35 million in Asia and South America, as well as the incredible level of urbanisation that we'll have to support those new people with. That will create new competition in existing cities and economies around the world for natural resources, for food, for water, for energy. At the same time, we're seeing incredible developments in technology. For the past 2 or 3 years, it's been the case that 90% of the digital information in the world was created in the past 2 years. So that's giving us exponential growth in the availability of information.
If I was walking around a smart city, would it look and feel different to the cities we're used to now? Would it be like being in the Jetsons?
Well, I'm not sure when we'll see flying cars, but certainly you might expect to be paying for things in different ways, paying for things with your smartphone or with something like London's Oyster cards as an example of the way that London is already a smart city in some contexts. But to look at it another way, you might actually expect a smart city to be invisible, because unless smart city services are designed to seamlessly integrate with the fabric of our daily lives, then they won't be amenable to us as citizens to use. We need to consider the needs and behaviour of us as individuals when designing smart city services.
So how does a city get smart? Because the world's full of cities that aren't yet living in the smart city age.
In emerging economies where new cities are being built, it's fairly straightforward to see how a smart city is constructed, but in an existing city in Europe, in the United States, it's rather different. We do see city councils creating programs for smart transportation services. Congestion charging schemes in London and Stockholm, for example, would be some of those. But in other cases, particularly where a smart idea requires not just a technology service but also for citizen behaviour to change to use it, that's a risky business, predicting people's propensity to change. And so in many cases we're seeing technology startup companies creating new business services in cities backed by venture capital investment. And as a consequence, city authorities are collaborating with incubation organisations like Level 39 that are not based out of town science parks, they're based in a city centre, intimately connected to city communities.
Rick, thank you very much for taking the time to come and talk to us on Level 39 TV this morning. Thanks very much and we'll see you soon.